Where's the money? A lot of people upset with the company that builds tiny homes, or ADUs.
Hundreds of customers across the country are wondering where their money went.
Devastating for possibly hundreds of Bay Area homeowners.
So, I'm assuming most of you guys have heard the unfortunate news that Anchor Tiny Homes has gone bankrupt, leaving hundreds of homeowners with unfinished projects. The lucky ones were left with just foundation. Some very unlucky people were left with their walls still open, drywall half completed, insulation half installed, and stuff getting ruined by weather. And I hate to be the guy who said, "I told you so," but I've been screaming from the rooftops, "Don't choose the cheapest contractor." So, let's break it down, let's see what happened, and most importantly, let's learn how your family can avoid a situation like this.
First, let's talk about how this happened. Unfortunately, it isn't an uncommon practice. It happens far more often than most homeowners realize, but it usually stays hidden under the rug. What these contractors do is bid just above operating costs, guaranteeing they're the lowest on the table. But here's the catch. For these companies to actually make profit, they hit you with change order after change order, which delays the process and drives the price up.
We lose projects to this trickery so often, and every single time, 3 months later, I get the same exact phone call. "Hey Owen, we should have listened to you." So, if it happens all the time, what made this situation so much different? The main difference with this Anchor situation is its scale. Currently, there's a Facebook group with over 700 members of everyone sharing their stories of what went wrong with Anchored. So, to make a long story very short, they opened too many projects and couldn't pay their subcontractors. And instead of going back to the homeowners and saying,
"Hey, listen, we thought this project was going to cost X, it's costing us Y, we need this makeup for it."
And we see this happen all the time when people sell the project for too cheap, they decided, hey, let's just keep signing more projects on to pay for the previous projects. And when this vicious cycle finally ran dry, they could not afford to pay their subcontractors anymore, meaning the subs weren't showing up to the job site anymore, and you were left with a half-completed project.
So how do you avoid this from happening to you? Rule number 1, never pay your contractor for the project ahead of time. If they don't have the funds to pay their subcontractors without your payment first, that's a major red flag. A seasoned contractor should always have enough capital to complete your project, regardless of how much money is paid up front. And remember, in California, it's actually illegal for a contractor to ask for anything more than $1,000 up front. Another warning sign is if you meet with multiple contractors and one contractor's bid is significantly lower of the rest. This could be your first sign that the contractor that you're working with is a nightmare.
So, what is the easiest way to avoid this whole mess? And I tell everyone, it's simply to use Renovation Bridge. And I'm not just saying that because it's my company. Every contractor that we work with goes through a super rigorous vetting process, ensuring that when you meet with one of our contractors, you know you're meeting with the very best. Out of all the projects I have ever managed or Jacob's ever managed, not a single one of them has ever been left undone, and I really don't plan on changing that anytime soon. Do you?
Neither do I. When you receive quotes from Renovation Bridge contractors, we guarantee you that those are the best prices that you are going to get without sacrificing quality and safety. Not only do we find and vet the contractors for you, we help you A to Z through the entire process, ensuring that all of your renovation needs are met. Once again, we're so sorry to anyone that was affected by these unfortunate events. So if you or anyone you know is left with an unfinished project, or you're looking at getting any quotes for your renovation project, go to renovationbridge.com or call the phone number that's on the screen today. And always remember,
renovate smarter, not harder. Have a good day, guys.